Hi everybody, Mrs. Berry here. Can you guess who's underneath the paper? He wants you to guess. Oh. Yep, Max, I know it's you. Yep. What are you holding up, Max? Oh, a sign that tells you what surreal means, right? A dreamlike state. Very good. Thank you for doing that, Max. I appreciate that. So today we're going to be working on your pictures some more. Last time I left you, you were supposed to pick out the shape of your face, draw your neck, body, whatever much you want of that to show, and then find something that you really like and have it cover up most of your face. Okay? And that was your goal for last time. I went ahead and traced mine a little darker. I hope you can see it better today. I didn't trace the top too much because we're going to add hair to that. But okay, so I have a palette and a paintbrush. That's what I put falling in front of my face. Good deal. Today we're going to talk about adding details to it and a little bit of shading. So find a mirror somewhere. Take a good look at your hair. That's the next thing that we're going to do. Don't add a lot of lines for the hair because you're going to be shading it in, so just a few lines will be good. I have hair that kind of goes off to the side, and then it actually curls a little under on one side and out on the other. That's my hair for you. It's in front of my ears a little bit. I'm just adding a few lines, and then I have a little bit sticking out in my back, just not too much really today, just a few lines. I mean, just a few lines, sometimes I do. Okay, so these are just guidelines, what we would call just a directional line so that I know which way I'm going to eventually. You can see I just put a very few lines on there. Yep, just very few lines, because eventually I'm going to be using colored pencils to get all my white hair and gray in there, okay? Yep. All right. Now, next thing besides drawing the face, I hope you added details to your shirt. So mine has a collar, and that's pretty much all I'm going to see on mine. But if you drew a lot more of the body, you'll have to add a lot more details down there. And then the stitching for the shirt collar, which I think I could do a lot better job on this, so I'll probably go back and do it again. But that's what mine is going to be like. Okay, next step. Now we have to pick a setting. Where is the person going to be? Where are you going to be? What is behind you so that we can tell where you're at? So this is still pretty mysterious. It's just the sky. This one is a wall, a fancy wall behind her with a beautiful, pretty blue sky, and she's all dressed up. And again, what you're wearing doesn't have to be what you're wearing right now. If you have a favorite outfit like one of your football jerseys and you want to draw it on you, that's fine with me. And the other one too, I thought I brought the other one home, but I didn't. So there, Max, thanks Max. So there's the example for that. Let's say on mine, I want to make it more surreal, more like a dreamlike state. So I could just leave it, I put a sky like Magritte, but maybe I want to use tubes of paint because that would go with my palette and my paintbrush. So you could put a mysterious background behind them, behind you. You have to decide what that would be. I mean, maybe it's just a football field going along with your jersey idea that I just threw out there. Maybe it's just the lines of the football field and we see the end goal, something to that effect. And your picture doesn't have to be all on the page. Sometimes with things hanging off the page, it makes it more interesting. So my paint bottle, my tube of paint, I should say, not paint bottle, my tube of paint. By the way, I know I make a lot of mistakes in videos when I speak, so it's okay. You don't have to point them out to me. For example, I know that one was not a boot shoe. It was a foot boot, right? Or a foot boot. A foot. Yeah, there you go. That was one of Magritte's pictures in the book. Yeah, but you can point them out if you want. That's fine. Okay, so here's one of the tubes of paint floating behind me. So maybe I'll draw a bunch of those. When you get that done, I think we'll have time, a little bit of time to start shading our face. So if you can find your color pencils, that's what's next. And I'd like you to start picking out colors that will go with your skin. So I've got a peach. I've got sort of, this one is called, let me see what this one is called, sand. I wanted kind of a light brown. I have a little bit of pink. Most of our ears are a little bit pinker, and I have some in my cheeks, but my cheeks are mostly covered up by the palette. This one's taupe, which is also kind of a light brown, and then a brown. If you have tan, that's a nice one too. Now, if your skin's darker, find darker colors. If your skin's more red like mine, find more pink colors to it. And we will be shading those next time you come. We're going to be talking about the curve of the face and everything on your picture. So today is to add details. Again, my little glasses, I need to draw those yet. Those little pieces that are sticking off. If you drew the body and you always wear a necklace or something like that, add that. Earrings for the ears. Any detail, little detail that you can add will make your picture that much more you, and it will look even better. So Max, you want to come out from your hiding place now that everybody knows it's you and guests? Yeah, say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. We're going to shade next time, so find your color pencils and the colors that you think your skin are and the colors your hair are and other things like that. So like your shirts, background, we're going to start shading. Have a good one.